Hello guys, welcome back to our English talk show again. Today we're really happy, delighted here to have invited a brilliant artist from Ireland, right? Niamh, to be on our show. Hi, Niamh.
Hey,
welcome
thank you
to
very
our
much,
talk
Alan.
show. Welcome to the channel.
Thank you.
And now we're actually at the Dongyue Art Museum attending Niamh's new exhibition, art exhibition, right? Yeah, can you first tell us a bit about the exhibition and also about yourself?
Okay, well, I've been in China for 15 years. I've been working mostly with nature-based work. And this exhibition is called Nest, and it explores the idea of home, creating the kind of homes and spaces we want with the natural world. We have a human-sized nest inside. These are collaborative works with the school I worked with on a residency. So we also have other collaborative work from classes. They made two classes made a collaborative work called The Wall of Whispers. We've got a photo essay of the school community members sitting in the nest doing the things that they are connected with in nature. We have also collaboration from this memory palace of tree stories, and these are people who tell their 1-minute tree stories on video.
Cool.
And sometimes I paint about these stories because people have incredible connections to nature and things that you would not even imagine. I'm always surprised by people's different connections and
with trees, with
trees and nature, and there's history woven in there as well. There's culture. There's so many things that are part of our different pathways to connect to our nature that we live in.
I see. How about we talk about the nest a bit more? Why you use the nest here?
Why did I call the nest?
Yeah,
well,
the
it's
theme of this
right. Well,
exhibition.
we are in the middle of an ecological crisis. We have extinction of a huge amount of biodiversity, and I'm looking for ways that art can address and help awareness, that can help increase our eco-literacy so that we understand things better, and also provide hope and context for the things that need to be done. It's not all just doom and gloom. It's about being really informed and figuring out our next pathways. How do we help our new economies? How do we live better and consume better and have proper sustainable economies?
I see. Everyone gives a helping hand to create a nest, a comfy place for not just human but also for
the non-human world is another world we should be looking at a lot more, and to be aware of what it is to see the world not from an extractive human functioning way, but in a way that is more holistic and more balanced. And so maybe we can start turning back and protecting these planetary boundaries, these problems we have with our climate crisis.
I see. And you can also find in nature nests, different trees, and trees also something you're quite
China is so
fascinated
special
about,
here,
right?
because I was just saying yesterday to people, we are in Dongyue Art Museum right now, but there's Dongyue Folk Museum next door, and at the very back on the right hand side there's this beautiful old tree that's leaning like this. And there are around 4 or 5 steel supports holding it up. This tree must be over 300 years, and they support these so that it can live another 200, 300 years. And this is something that you will only find in China. You never see this happening anywhere else. And I want to tap into all of these aspects of culture that have deep-rooted meanings and that need to be kind of looked at again and say, why is it that we feel this connection? What is it that we understand that this tree needs to live longer? And the whole value of old trees and ancient forests and carbon capture compared to new forests. There's so much to be learned through our different explorations, and I think art is one very useful way of beginning this journey of exploration.
Yeah, explore the stories, the myth, the culture. Yeah, so many wonderful things behind those trees. And I know you got a connection, right, of tree stories.
Yes, I have
if the audience out there, maybe if they have some interesting stories with you and the tree, please feel free to let us know. Leave your comments, and we'd love to see your tree stories.
Thank you.
Niamh would love to get your story into her collection.
Absolutely. Right now I have over 112 one-minute tree stories from Ireland and China, and soon I will be going to other parts of Asia and onto mainland Europe, and maybe even I'm hoping to get to the Amazon. That's my dream. That's my dream.
Cool.
I need to go to the Amazon before I die.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm hoping to do.
I'd love to see that, your story, your true story in Amazon.
Well,
and also I'd love to see your exhibition of true stories one day.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. And the thing is, it's not my tree stories.
Oh yeah,
so
stories of humans.
This is the whole idea of getting
yeah.
other people. So I wouldn't say I'm a great person reaching out to people, but I have learned a huge amount trying to engage with the public with this. So my own skills are beginning to improve gradually because I'm learning to deal with people a little bit better. And maybe my social media skills might improve because it has to.
Definitely will, I think.
Bit by bit, we're going to get a little bit of a movement going on terms of helping the great turning, helping this world become better focused with and align our values to our actions. That's my dream.
Cool.
Yeah.
What a beautiful dream. And also, from the tour you just showed us, I'm quite amazed by how much work that Niamh has done. And one of the things I remember very, very well is that your signature art pieces is about sugar painting.
The sugar series, yes.
Sugar series.
Yeah, I call them painting, but they're really a mixed media series.
Mixed
so
media.
I use photographic processes with sugar crystallization.
Okay. How did you discover this technique?
Just messing about. I trained as a scientist, and so I like to fool around a bit in the studio.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's not always bad to fool around. There can be something good coming out of it.
Has to. We have to play. We all have to play with our ideas.
Play hard.
Work hard, play hard.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I see. So what are special features you could maybe tell us about the sugar crystallization?
Okay, well, this was my first serious way of trying to figure out how I could, as an artist, address the ecological emergency, the climate crisis. And I figured that when I discovered crystallization and how it can pick up pigments, fragments of color, and move it with the crystallization, to me it felt like a metaphor for our biosphere. We have put so many things into the air. We're confused. What is affecting what? What feedbacks are affecting what actions? And that's what kind of happens with the sugar, because I was wondering, is the ink pushing the sugar crystallization, or is the sugar pushing the ink crystallization? And so in a way it was a kind of a metaphor, as well as being something pretty visually interesting as well. So this was my first addressing of the ecological crisis, and then a couple of years later I started to collect people's tree stories, because I thought that was a bit more engaging. People had to contribute something of their own properly and create something, some narrative, some story that was meaningful to them. So those are the two main kind of works that address our ecological emergency.
Wow. Yeah. So that just one thing led to another, and they're all interconnected, and to your dream.
The web of meaning, yes,
they all go
indeed.
towards your dream, towards what you're meant to do.
Well, there is purpose here for sure, and and I'm very grateful for that. I do have a sense of purpose for sure.
Wow.
I do have work to do,
Great,
and it's great.
Yeah,
it is great.
indeed.
Yeah.
There are some people who spend their whole life without knowing what the life purpose is. Once you have found it, actually you're a lucky one. You know,
it doesn't.
You know what you're supposed to do in Earth, right? And then you can do meaningful things.
Sure.
Right.
But it's a journey to get to that purpose.
Yeah.
You know, it is a journey. So it doesn't fall into your lap and you go, yay!
Yeah.
It's a journey, and you know,
discovering,
it's
fulfilling.
And it is affected by the people you meet, by the experiences you have, and what you learn. It's your learning journey as well.
Yeah. With all the stories, experiences you can have in your journey that enriches your life. And can you also tell us about some? I know I have seen so many wonderful drawings, paintings you have done here. Can you tell maybe name one or two pieces and tell us the stories, interesting stories behind it?
I don't know. Which ones did you like yourself, Alan?
The one you mentioned about the boys fishing in the morning.
Oh, right. Okay. There's a river painting. There's a river
that
painting.
one. Yeah, I love that one.
And it was my first.
We can include in the picture while we're talking.
Okay,
don't worry about
sure.
it. What's that about?
It was my first morning back in Ireland after a long time not being home, and I woke up really early, and I wanted to go down to the River Barrow in my hometown. And I passed by these young boys, and they were setting up their fishing rods. And I thought, oh, that's great. Now, young boys out, young teenagers enjoying nature.
Yeah,
and,
usually
they're not on their phones.
Early.
Yeah, they're not on their phones.
They're different.
And I went on ahead and I found this beautiful spot on the side of the river, and I thought, this is the area I need to be. So I sat there for a couple of hours, did a bit of drawing, recording and sketching, and then I had to go back home because I had to make breakfast for some people back in the house. And I was passing by these boys again, but they were packing up their fishing rods. I said, what are you doing? Why are you packing up these fishing rods? It's a beautiful day. Stay out here as long as you can. I said, well, it's nearly 9. It's a Monday morning. I'm afraid we have to go to school. And I was just amazed. I think every Monday morning blues you need to go fishing for a few hours before you face the day. And I thought it was a wonderful way to start a week. And it reminded me of balance. We all need to be in balance with nature, and pull in those times that you can in the natural world to give yourself balance and equalize the pressure and feel your true self again, because that is what nature is all about.
Exactly. So you can always find time, right? To enjoy the beauty of nature, no matter how stressed or how busy you are in the world.
And maybe not to even go out with the purpose of enjoying it, just to be, just to rest.
Be in that status. Wow.
Yeah, there's loads of ways to experience nature. Even just listening, we don't even think about our listening skills, but hearing about
listen to the sound of the nature.
Sure, or even like if there's a tree nearby, if you record the sound of that tree leaves in the springtime. In the springtime, the leaves blow differently. They make different sound from the autumn time.
Another one, I think you mentioned about a rare flower you found in Chengdu.
Oh, that was a story, somebody else's story. That was Dr. Hu. He's a field researcher in Chengdu. He came to. Oh, he also contributed like a 1 minute video, a tree video. He showed. We were showing you his video in there, and he discovered a very rare plant. There was no record of this plant for 100 years. The only data that was kept was in the Harvard Library archive, and it was found in Sichuan. And he discovered it on his trips, and he discovered that it didn't have 4 petals; it had 5 petals. So he corrected the data, and that plant was called Euonymus acufolium, and I included that in one of my paintings, but also included a few things that he also shared during that workshop. He shared the fact that the dove tree, this is this beautiful floppy white flower, and it flowers not always every year, but my mother had this tree in her garden.
Wow.
And he said that this originally
thousands miles away.
Yeah, so this originated from Sichuan. I thought, wow. my mom had that tree for many decades in her garden. So it's lovely how things go full circle, and I think, everybody is connected in some strange way to everybody else, even if it is through trees, we're all connected.
The universe has this magical way, right? To have everything, everybody connected. Wow. Great. I can see that you get inspirations not only from your own story, but also from your observations of other people's stories.
Oh, I learn
things,
from people.
Nature.
Oh my gosh, that's so important.
So this important quality of being a great artist, I think. Is that right?
Maybe. Yes, I would say so. We all have to learn from each other. Yeah. And that whole thing of collaborative learning together is also really, really important.
Collaborative learning, that shows we can always learn something from each other. Thank you so much for taking the interview. Before we finish up here, any other words you may want to say to your audience?
There's been reports in different countries, like if you live something like 2 kilometers close to a large natural area, you're likely to live 4 years longer. And there's reasons for that. And I think if we take our time in nature, not only will it be beneficial to our health, but also our cognition and our memory. Our memory improves after a good walk in the park.
Wow.
So there's, if you can't feel a very special ethereal connection to nature, get out there for the purpose of your own health, and start building and discovering your own relationship with the natural world.
Great. Thank you so much. Very valuable experience. If you wanna live longer and have better quality life,
sure,
get closer to the nature.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the nature more. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Alan. Thank you.
My pleasure. Okay, see you guys next time.